everybody, and welcome to video 4 in our Bluebells series. Don't forget to go over to the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, where you can have all kinds of fun, meet some nice people. And on Tuesdays we have YouTube Tuesday, where you can post your YouTube channel, and of course you can post your YouTube videos anytime. So a lot of people don't allow that, and I do. And on Thursday, you have Etsy and Ko-Fi Thursday, where you can post your Etsy shops and Ko-Fi pages, Ko-Fi shops, markets, or whatever they're called. I forgot now. And on Friday, there's Freebie Fridays. We're building up more and more designers who are willing to give away some freebies for everybody on Fridays. So that's good. If you're a designer and you want to get some free advertising, come on over to the two junk journal groups and give away your Freebie Fridays or your Friday freebies, and everybody will love you for it. On Sundays, we have Say Hello Sundays, where we say hello to all our new members. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you the truth. I had a big design team project come up, and I had to set this project aside, so I had to go back and watch the video 3 to see where I left off and what I was doing with this project. So we've done the cover, which opens like this and like this, okay? And then we've done page 1, and we've done page 4. Now, I haven't cut the ephemera out yet, but we're going to put something up here. And I did get out my roll, my favorite thing, my roll of this paper lace. And it's used to wrap around the bouquets for like brides and things like that. So I love that. And then today we're going to do page 3. Oh, I made the card during the break. I made the card for here. See if I can get it back in. They're always tricky, these big ones. You have to get them lined up just right to get them to go back in. So I probably shouldn't have taken it out. You just got to wiggle them a little bit and they go back in. Okay, so we're going to do this page right here. And this is what we're going to need to do it with. Yeah, I know. So let's get started. And I've decided, instead of cutting the pages down to this width here, I've decided to round the corners, because it's just that little tippy tip corner that makes it not fit. So, and like on these pages, I just left it square because it fit that way. But on all these rounded pages, I'm going to round the page corners, and then we can use the full width of the page. So on here, page 3, on here I've rounded this corner so that it'll fit right on there. This is going to be a belly band. Isn't it pretty? It's our leftover. It's a scrap that we had. And I've inked this, and I've inked this. And then we're going to put this large envelope on the belly band. And we're going to put a window in it first. And look at the big die that I found for this. I forgot I had it. And it's still got little pieces of paper stuck in it. And I really love it. It's a great big one that looks like a piece of barbed wire. So we should be able to fit that on there. We're going to have to cut it off for the height, of course. And I think we'll glue it back together and make a side pocket out of it with a tab. And so that's what I think we're going to do with that. And so then, of course, we have the front of the envelope, the back of the envelope, and the inside of the envelope. Okay, so let's get started. We're not going to put this on the paper yet. But we are going to, let's see if I can get this all in the right order. I have to apologize. Most of you know that I'm disabled, but I'm also prone to falling. And I was standing just looking at my little stack of granola bar boxes. Anybody that knows me knows I love granola bars. and I just lost my balance and I fell over to the left and hit the kitchen floor, which is, you know, concrete and linoleum. And I landed right on it and smacked my head pretty good. And I also took some skin off my arm and you have a big bruise. But the main thing is my left wrist. So we're going to keep going on this, but just know that if I look like I don't know how to use my hand, you're right, I don't. I'm used to it by now. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. But, yeah, I conked my head a good one, that's for sure. Looks like somebody took a swing at me and hit me right in the eye. All right. So we've got our paper. Now, we're going to go ahead and do our envelope. Let's get it the right size first. I inked it all across here because I wasn't really sure where we were going to cut it off. I mean, I could have measured it, but oops, I'm going to do it this way. Look at that, I still didn't ink up high enough. I'm using the Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. If you draw first and then ink, it will smear it. Probably didn't do it high enough on this side either. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. Oops, I got some cardboard caught on my paper trimmer. I was making a book cover. And I used cereal boxes. Or I did in this particular case. You're seeing this video right after our not Buzz into Spring, that was last month. This month is, no, that's our big collab, Buzz into Spring. Oh, we're right after our Steampunk Journey videos. If you haven't seen those, it's, I don't remember, let's see, 24, 25 videos in a row. There's a design team project or a collaboration stuck in there in the middle too, but one video a week. But and it's steampunk, and we do 3 different books, and those are the book was the one I was making the cover for. But you'll enjoy those. There's a ring-bound book, a tall, slim journal, and a regular book journal, hardcover journal. Okay, let's glue this on here. Let's see. Now that we've got our height, let's paper clip this back on here so we don't lose it amongst all these papers. More paper clips than I know what to do with. Let's see, it's going to go like this. In fact, we don't even have to glue that shut. It'll get glued down when we glue the paper on the back. Okay, so let's put this on the front. And this is directional. I mean, it is for me anyway. So I want to make sure to put it the right way when I'm measuring and gluing and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to cut it off here. I got the sniffles, I'm sorry. I'm recording this. It's actually 10 o'clock at night, but I've been asleep. And then woke up. And now I'm drinking coffee. So. This is just like me recording at 2 in the morning though. I'm nuts, I know. Once you look at the butterflies that go up in this row like this, you'll see why there's a direction to this paper, or why I think there's a direction to this paper. You know, I've got that dark blue set aside. Maybe I should get the paper out that looks like this. Sort of looks like wood. Maybe that would look better on the inside. So I've got one that's a full page. So I think I might swap out this blue. I could get another piece of this and put it on the inside, but oh, you know, we've got a window. Maybe I will do this a little bit. And I ink it enough, the envelope enough, that you really can't tell that it was white to begin with. Okay. I'm going to take this apart the rest of the way. All I have to do is do this side, because this is unglued, so the whole thing will open up just from undoing this. If I undo this, then I've got this piece of paper, and that's not going to help us. Okay, so we're going to undo this. And it's going to be on the right. So, the flat part is going to be on the top. I moved it. Oh, this is going to be fun with my wrist. I didn't even think about that. Using my Big Shot. Just have to crank it. Oh, brother. Sorry about all the noise and the jiggling. My plates are so warped. And it really takes a big thump to get them through because they're curved. Okay. And it jiggles the camera like crazy. And I don't do it on the, put it on the glass surface underneath the thing because the glass surface slides all around. Oh, some of the glue oozed out. I should have seen it right there. Okay. I'm going to have to set that out and remember to clean it off with something, I guess. Okay. Yeah, see, it's a good thing I didn't do this to the front, stick it to the front. That's the only thing about using washi to hold down your dye, is that it really gets smunched, and sometimes it will really stick if you have halfway decent washi. I usually try to use the super thin, but my super thin, ugliest washi in the world is giving me some trouble. When I tore it off, I can't find the end now because it's red and white striped. So as you can see, this comes right up. Look at this really cool card we have. I should be able to, oh no, I put that glue on there. So it's going to be white on the back, so I'm not sure about all that. But yeah, I put that glue on there. So I'm not, yeah, it's not going to come off. Alright. And then I'll have to take my pokey tool and go through and poke and get all of this off. And then we would have a frame. It'll look pretty cool. So now we want to ink this whole big thing. Ow. Darn thing. Get this all inked. It's got this real cool kind of little thing on the corner, but if you don't really ink it on the corner, you don't really see it. So I have to kind of over ink it a little bit. Okay. Now I had a piece of acetate that I knew was going to work for the first die that I had set aside, but I don't know. Yeah. It will still work for this. In fact, I only have to trim for the height just a little bit. Almost didn't have to do anything to it. Wow, that's a lot of glue, I just realized. You have to pull up your sleeves for sure for this. I'm trying to keep it where the shadows make it easy for me to see the edge. Okay, put this in here. Get this. Okay. And we'll glue this back together. Okay. And we'll get the paper in there first. Yeah, that'll be pretty inside. Okay, so let's make the inside. I'm going to make the width just inside the, where it's going to be just inside the edge. We're going to have to cut this for the pocket, but we need to paper the back first because otherwise this whole thing's going to fall apart. In fact, now that we've got this cut for size, well, we can just glue it in along this side, really is all we need. Except we might cut it when we trim it, which we probably will. It looks like it's too tall. It is. Just a little bit. Well, this is kind of pretty too. Huh. Kind of like that. Alright, let's look at this one. They just think the lighter color looks better. That darker one is just too busy against the butterflies, I think. Okay, so we need to glue the top, the bottom, and this side. No. We're going to do this. I'm going to glue the top and this side. You'll see why in just a second. And I'm not going to glue this all the way to the end because we're going to trim some off for our pocket, so I don't want to trim the glue off. Okay. I guess we can do part of the bottom. Go over about that far. And then we're going to slide it in. There we go. I should have made it just a little bit skinnier, so I've got enough room for the glue from when I put it on this way to grab onto there. Okay, so now we've got that. So now let's do the envelope back. I love this paper. I love, love, love it. Okay. Now we can glue this shut. Okay, and this is our top right here. It's already marked on there, but no, we don't need to mark that. Okay, let me put this back in here. It was bubbling over before, volcanoed on me, which normally it wouldn't do in that, but there must have been some glue that stayed up in the top, and then the air bubble pushed it up out. Okay, now, darn it, I want the shovel. And then we'll get most of the flowers. Double check where I marked it. I do not see it now. Okay, so it's right there. Can't believe I've had to take it out 3 times to see where that was. See, we still ended up with most of the flowers, and we still have flowers on the top. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a little bead of glue along here on the inside. That'll make sure that gets glued shut. So my paper goes over so far. Okay, now we'll glue this. Okay, with some blue on the back. I just put all that glue on the side that I'm going to be trimming. Oh no, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yeah, see, that would have never glued that shut. Kind of making a new fold. Okay, now I'm going to cut this for the pocket. I don't think that was enough. Well, maybe so. That should do it. Yeah. So we're going to hook this Did I do this right? Mm-mm. This goes like this. Paper's on upside down. Mark the wrong end as the top. Mm-hmm. Darn it. paper is so thin. There we go. Okay. And I don't know if you noticed or not that even though I don't glue the center in most cases, that it was difficult to get that paper off. So that just proves my point. That paper is not going to go anywhere. You don't have to waste all that extra glue. Now that's just my own personal opinion. Please don't take offense. Everybody does it different. Yeah, so now I'm going to have to trim it again because it's upside down to where I had trimmed it before. Okay, so now we definitely don't have a border. I'm going to have to ink the front and the back along that edge. Kind of messed that up, but we fixed it. Now I'll do the card for this off camera. The reason why I wanted the patterns to be the right way, first of all. Second of all, when this belly band is on here, I want this to open this way, because then when we put the paper in and out, this little lip, it won't catch on it. As if, you know, if we had done it the other way, it might. Okay, so now we're going to glue this to this. Make sure it opens and closes. Guess who forgot to put the magnet on? So what I'll do is I'll put a Velcro dot here and another one over here, because we're going to glue this on just like so, just inside of where the page is rounded. Okay, we'll glue it on at the top and the bottom because it's going to be a belly band. Look at that, that turned out nice. So then we'll need a card. And a card for the inside. So we'll need a card for this here, for this belly band here, and then we'll need a card for here with the tab to pull it out. Okay, and then we'll just need to decorate. Just on the front, I think. This is pretty much busy enough. Let me put a little word down here maybe, or something, or up here. Maybe up here. Okay, let's get our Velcro dots out. Kind of angry at myself for forgetting that, but we had all that going on that page. And okay. Now we want the clear side to be on this side. Okay. We will. I was like, what is that light out of the corner of my eye that I'm seeing? I have one of those lighted power cords to charge my phone, and it blinks. You know what I mean? It looks like the light's traveling up and down the cord. And I saw the blinking out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, what in the world is going on? And we're just going to glue this in here. I think this is going to come out real pretty. Very pretty. Really, really pretty. I'll figure out the right way to say it pretty soon. How about this? Extremely pretty. This whole project, I mean, you can't beat these papers. There's a small version of this Bluebells kit on the Victoria Designs website. There's always a mini version. So you don't have to buy the full kit. I know a lot of you don't like to buy the Victoria Designs kits. Plus, as we know, because I've told you guys over and over, you can use any papers at all. Okay, so there we go. So now, like I said, we'll need some kind of ephemera for down here. We need a card for here, and then a card that goes up under there. Okay, and then look how it'll be layered all the way up. Just like that. Okay, well that's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.